these policies literally are killing people. And in the meantime, we just did an event with Joanne Nova from Australia last couple of nights ago. And she shows how China is just buying up as much coal and oil and gas as it can buy, laughing at us. Russia's laughing at us. So, what are we doing listening to these people from the World Economic Forum who don't even know how wind and solar are made and who predicted in 2006 that a global oil price shock and a pandemic would be devastating to the world economy, and then sat back and let both those things happen?
Yep.
Who are these people?
Yeah.
They should be in jail.
Well, and as you were talking about the carbon ration that they would like us all to have, just so people know, this is not a conspiracy theory. As you were talking, I plugged that into the search engine or the search bar on the World Economic Forum website, just out of the corner of my eye here. And they are promoting this. This credit card has a carbon emission spending limit. So what this credit card that they're promoting does is it analyzes your spending on your credit card and then sort of cuts you off once you get to a certain point. And one of the ways they do this is through your spending on food. And you'll never guess, Michelle, you'll never guess. Meat lovers, according to these people, have a much higher carbon footprint by diet, but your vegetarians and your vegans, much, much lower. Even though even if your avocado has to come from thousands of miles south, the beef that's just walking around in my yard, apparently one of those is a higher carbon footprint, according to the World Economic Forum. So this is not just carbon rationing in your life, but carbon rationing in the most basic fundamental thing that keeps you alive, and that's nutrition. I think they want us malnourished, and I don't think that's a conspiracy theory.
Well, they want people to stop using more the resources that they use. They don't want people to fly. I mean, they had a little contest where they came up with all kinds of aviation posters, and one of them was a plane with the wings snapped off, and the headline is "Break the Habit." Well, they sure did that, didn't they?
Yeah.
I'm not really keen to fly anywhere these days. Are you kidding me? Have somebody sticking things up my nose, putting me in a quarantine camp. I don't, Anyhow, so, you just mentioned that this is not a conspiracy theory, and it's not. The Bank of Canada even has a Great Reset publication. You should know also that the Club of Rome has a publication on the climate emergency. And of course, their solution is that we should just throw lots of your money at it and build wind and solar farms. And yet in Recharge, which is Renewables online newspaper, last couple of weeks, they reported that the wind industry is just dying. It's on its last legs because, of course, you need all this energy to make wind turbines. You need all the materials, and the prices of all these materials are skyrocketing, as well as the cost of energy. So it said that some of the major wind turbine producers are actually running at a loss. They're selling their turbines below cost simply to keep some people employed and to have cash flow. But, it's a dead end. It can't go on. So it's odd that Accenture and the World Economic Forum are somehow not aware of this reality. It's odd that the federal government in Canada is not aware of this reality, because they're promoting a clean electricity standard for Canada that would be reliant on wind and solar and hydro. And they think they can hook up a national grid in Canada, and that will solve the problem, because they think there's so much power in the James Bay Dam that they could just send it to Alberta down a transmission line. But in fact, Quebec was propped up this winter by Ontario's natural gas because they don't have enough power on the grid, even with the big James Bay Dam. And why? Because most houses in Montreal are now electrically heated. So think what will happen to Canada if we go down this route. It's insane. It's just insane.
Yeah, and it is insane, especially when you consider that Alberta is getting off coal and we are the Saudi Arabia of coal. We have like 800 years of some of the cleanest burning coal under the majority of the province. It literally comes out of the ground and like you could just kick it out of the ground in some places. It's so close to the surface. It's easy to get to. It's clean burning. And yet we're getting away from it and focusing on unreliable and expensive electricity. You got Friends of Science had a great video sort of over, I think it was over the Christmas break, where you broke down just how little wind and solar energy there is on the grid here in Alberta. It was like 2 hours or something during the day over the course of a month that they could have run Alberta on solar or any sort of renewable energy. Oh, hey, what you just saw there is a clip from my weekly full-length show, The Gunn Show. It airs on Wednesday, but this is the internet. You can watch it whenever you feel like. You just have to become a subscriber to our paywalled premium content. Just go to rebelnewsplus.com to become a member today.